Welcome back to my channel. Happy 2020. I figured I would start off with a bang and give you a little houseplant tour of my apartment. So we are working with 1,100 square feet of space here, so I don't have the craziest amount of plants because I have to be, you know, considerate, I guess, of my boyfriend or something. But I do have them in a couple of specific places, and I figured I would walk you through a little houseplant apartment tour for 2020. So let's go. Our little plant corner. Up here we have my string of dolphins, which is a little bit, and I really corrected my Philly accent there for you, dolphins, because I say dolphins. So string of dolphins, or string of dolphins. It's a little stringy because there's not enough light in here, I don't think. So also don't think that this is like normal, because these do get grow lights on them. They don't just get the windows, but I get some light from here and some windows over there. I have a Pilia peperomioides. I'm a terrible Pilia peperomioides mom. I've killed a lot. I don't know what it is about them that you guys have magic for. Let me know. I believe this is a philodendron red emerald. I was doing a little bit of research. He looks a little light right now, but here, you know what? You don't want to take him down. He's got lights in him. So I'm waiting for that leaf to unfurl, but I actually just got him, and I think he's a red emerald, just a little bit sun bleached right now. And then on this shelf, oh, this is a little embarrassing. This guy needs some water. He was fine yesterday. Talk about a drama queen. So this is a type of calathea, I believe, which would make sense that it's being so dramatic, but I'll give some water to him later. Then back here we have Nick Pileggi's favorite this year. We have our, I think it's the snow peperomia, or snowcat peperomia. It's a type of peperomia, and he's just, his color is so cool. I love that like musty green color. Then I have another peperomioides right here that I am rooting. He got way too leggy and I hated him, so I just chopped him up and now I'm rooting him. Same thing for this guy right here. I have one down there because, again, terrible peperomioides mom. That's me. So, trying to help him out a little bit. I have my string of buttons back here. He's pretty cool. I thought that this was the, like, look at the tops of these. I just think they look like little roses. I just think they're honestly the coolest, and that this is gonna grow into strings of these is the coolest. And he goes back here behind my pickle cactus. My moon and my pickle cactus. So this is a pickle cactus. So if you get a close-up view of a pickle cactus, the side of it looks like it has little pickles on it. And he's pretty funny, and he grows in all these which ways, which I actually like the texture and the way he grows differently, so that's completely fine. He can do that. Second shelf. Let's get down here, baby. This is another succulent. I honestly have no freaking clue what this one is called, but I thought it was really cool with the way it has these stripes on its spikes. He bloomed for me once too, but right now he's just gonna be a butthole. I have my neon pothos back there. I love pothos. I'm a basic bitch. You can call me that all day, but pothos are so easy. They're so low maintenance, and especially when you're trying to get like a little bit of texture or length where you're trying to decorate, they're perfect because they're also low light plants, so he can kind of handle a lot of different situations, and he grows well in a lot of those. Another really finicky plant I have is this, I believe it's a Calathea ornata pinstripe. There you go. So it actually has pink pinstripes. He's pretty cool. He's a little crispy because Calatheas prefer distilled water, but I'm not buying distilled water for my plants. Like, I love them, but maybe one day. We'll get there. We'll see. And then back here is a type of sedum, and what I think it's sedum, but what I thought was cool about him, oh, don't break, oh no, is that when he gets enough light, his tips turn pink. So if he's getting the right amount of light, you can kind of see like the pink tinges to him. And I think that the different colors of the forest green mixed with the mint green mixed with the pink, I just think it's a really cool little like, if I don't kill it all. All right, then down here we have our Scindapsus pixis. Everybody loves a good fat, healthy Scindapsus pixis, and he is not that big right now, but he will be someday. I just have two. I've had these for a while, and they actually haven't gotten gross and weird on me, but these, I think, are their two echeverias, and he has a little baby right there. And they actually, because I know a lot of plant collectors, how do I say this? They like to, I want to be that person who just has it everywhere, but I also like to use plants to decorate. So, I mean, I want to have plants everywhere, but I also want them to look good where they are. Back there, I don't want to really pull him out because he's got some lights, but we also have our raindrop peperomia. He's actually been doing pretty well. I have another one in my bedroom, but this one, you can't tell, but I got him from a teeny tiny little cutting. So the fact that he's gotten that tall is pretty cool. Then back here, this is a type of Hoya, and I can't remember what type of Hoya it is. Look, he has this thing up there, but I just got him from Vault and Vine. Not Vault and Vine. Vault and Vine? Where did I recently go and buy all plants at? All those plants at?
Russell's.
Did I get you at Russell's? Yeah. No. I don't know. It's gonna bother me that I don't know. But he's new to my collection. He's a type of Hoya, and Hoyas are pretty slow growers. They like a lot of light. They have succulent-esque leaves. So he's gonna have to get a grow light on him down there. All right, then down here, I hope you're ready to laugh. This is like my most pitiful plant, is my fiddle leaf fig. I've had this for like a year and a half. I got it from like a teeny tiny cutting, so he's gotten a lot bigger, but can we just like talk about like how hideously ugly, like if my house burned down and I had to leave a plant in here, like I wouldn't be heartbroken if this is the one that got left in here. Down here we have I have no freaking clue. I just saw it and thought it was really cool. It's been coming around to the nurseries a lot lately. I just thought the texturing on the leaves was really cool. Let's see if it's still in its nursery pot, but however, I don't know what it is. Maybe my dog does. All right, and down here we have the good old friendship plant. Mine's growing a little wild child right now, and he's in a drawer. So this is the peperomia, or the friendship plant. It has those really cool textured leaves. Sometimes when they can get a little purple. They have this like really cool purplish shade under the leaves. Harvey's really upset that we're not hanging out with him right now. But yeah, he grows a little wild. And I've noticed that this one, like, this is one of those plants you have to turn every day or like every other day, or else they're gonna grow so far to the other side. Last but not least is my pitiful showing of a philodendron Brazil. So I actually neglected this guy for a little while, so he died back, but he's just starting to come back, and this leaf is actually pretty cool. He's got a little bloom right there, so he's in rehab right now. Then down here we have a philodendron, begins with a B, Billiforum, there's some fancy freaking name for it, but all I know is that this guy grows out of control and loves it outside. So I put him outside 2 years ago when I was like kind of first bursting onto my interest in plants. Not that I am new to this in terms of interest, but my mom is actually a horticulturist, but new to me actually feeling like taking care of plants. And he loves it outside, loves the sun, gets super big, and I was like, okay, maybe that was like a fluke. So I put him outside this past summer, loved every second of it. So he doesn't like it in here. He loves the straight sunlight on his leaves. So his name is actually a her. This is Ursula, because I think she looks like the creatures on the bottom of the cave in Ursula's Cave in The Little Mermaid. This is in my top 5 houseplants. This is one of them. This is my Alocasia Frydek. We've been through a lot together. I've killed him about 6 times. No, I'm kidding. The thing about alocasias is they're murderers. When they put out a new leaf, they kill the leaf that they came from. So it's really hard to get a lot of leaves on it at a time. This is the most leaves I've ever had. One big ginormo, these little ones. They need a lot of humidity, and unfortunately, I just don't have that in my house. So I could be a better alocasia mom, but Sometimes you gotta pick and choose when you live in a small space, you know? Another failure, I feel like I'm showing you a lot of failures, but I did get very, 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 very busy this past summer. I did around 24 weddings plus my full-time job, so I got a little neglectful. This is a Peperomia Ruby Cascade that got neglected, and he's doing well in like this little section, so I'm just gonna kind of see what happens. I'm like nursing him. We're gonna let him sit there. I found him at Lowe's though, so that was a good find. So this is my string of hearts. He's in rehab also right now because I just cut him. And he's getting very long and he's actually pretty healthy. He's got a lot of new growth on the bottom here. He has a little bare spot right there, but I cut him at the bottom and rooted his babies and then stuck him in the top because I want his top to be a little fuller because he's a little sparse with his vines. I want this to be like cascading down. Well, this is an Alocasia Ebony Coast. He's actually been doing pretty well. You can see from this leaf he was not doing too well, but I bought him a little bit beat up. This leaf and these two leaves leaves are new, so he's doing pretty well. I like this structure and I like that he stands up like nice and tall like that. The ever so rare and sought after variegated string of hearts. I actually bought this at Urban Jungle when Nick Pileggi was working, aka Philly Foliage. I wanted to buy the variegated string of pearls and the string of hearts, but this guy was $30 and he was a teeny tiny little tiny bit. He's grown so much since I had him. And the thing that's so cool is that he gets that pink color if he's super in the light. And I know these are like super all the rage right now. Everybody's trying to get one, but I understand why. The pink is pretty cool. If you can see, I'll pull him over here. This is a Hoya Crimson or something. Why can't I remember? But he's a variegated Hoya. He gets, you can see right here, he gets pink if he gets enough light. So it's like a Hoya Crimson something. I can't remember, but he's getting enough light if he's turning pink in some places, so that's good. This is my desk area. I don't have too many plants over here because as you can tell, it's a dark corner, but I do have a grow light up there. So a little more of my dark tolerant plants are over here. They also get grow lights, they're fine. This is my rehabbing kangaroo fern. He got a little dry, parched, and crunchy, but he is doing better now. Then I have a little tiny baby Sansevieria right there who also is rehabbing. This is actually my silver satin philodendron or silver philodendron. He's doing super well. He likes it right here. He has a lot of new growth on the bottom and I just think he looks really nice above my desk. Of course we have our Monstera Adamsonii, aka the Swiss cheese philodendron. He is a hybrid, or not a hybrid, or a version of the Monstera that looks like Swiss cheese, and he was not doing well for a while, but as you can see I'm getting this big vine going up here, so he's loving it, loving life. Guys, my most expensive plant, my saddest story. So this is my Alocasia clariniverum. As you can see, super rare plant, well not super rare, they're like kind of, I mean they're rare, but I bought it from Sri Lanka. It got here, all the leaves were dead except one, which was all yellow, and that ended up falling off. I was nursing basically a stump for 6 to 8 to 9 months, and he finally put out a leaf, so all that work was not in vain. However, that leaf is diseased as hell, let's just be honest. I have no idea what the hell is wrong with this thing. It was perfectly fine, and then it just started to get crunchy and get a little bit of damage on it, a lot of it. So now I wait patiently for the next leaf to come when I'm 470 years old so I can clip that ugly leaf off. But for now, it's alive and F you, Sri Lanka. I'm just kidding. This guy is a type of Calathea. There we go. So he's a Calathea or a type of prayer plant. I just love the markings on him. I think he's got these cool, dainty little veinings on him. I don't know exactly what type of Calathea he is. He folds up at night. Go sleepy. Another one of my top plants. Let's just take in the wonder of this beauty. Kaylee Ellen, where are you now? Let's do a head test on this leaf right here. Let's see, how big is it compared to my head? How we doing? That is a big heart. A big heart leaf. Okay, this is my giant neon heartleaf philodendron. Now you're like, Meg, Hartley philodendrons aren't that interesting. However, this guy's giant. There's no such thing really as a giant philodendron, but he is a clipping off of a plant from forever ago from a garden center that sells giant philodendrons. So he was such a tiny little clipping, and now he's grown into this big, beautiful plant, and I honestly adore him. He's one of my favorite plants. Every time I go to Russell's Garden Center, I see his mommy. She's there. She's huge, but I have a little piece of her. And that is everything in my, I don't really know, office, bedroom, guest bedroom. It doubles for a lot of things when you have limited space. So through the door we go. Welcome to my bedroom! Woohoo! So in my bedroom I have this ginormous Monstera deliciosa. Unfortunately, as you can tell, he has seen better days because we ended up rearranging our room a little bit, and our bed was over here and he was over there. And for decorative purposes, I put him kind of in a dark corner. So he hates me, and his back is completely barren now, and I am rehabbing him in the 4 months before we move because I want him to fill back out. Yes, I know. I am a monster. He's gonna come back. I rehabbed him. Next, we have my Raphiodora tetrasperma, which, there he is right next to the Monstera. I don't think he's actually in the Monstera family though, but he is really cool. All right, I have some stuff hiding back here. I hope that the bigger I make the plant, the more I can shove plants behind it so Kyle, my boyfriend, doesn't see them. I have a kind of beat up raindrop peperomia. He's got this gorgeous big leaf here, but he also has a couple chomps taken out of him. Who did that? I have no idea. All right, then over here we have our lemon lime maranta. So it's a prayer plant. I actually recently got him from Terrain. I had the prayer plant with the fuchsia in it, but I actually find this one to be a little bit cooler. Doesn't he have the coolest leaves? I think he's so cool. Actual status of coolest plant ever, I just got this at Primex, is this silver dollar vine or silver dollar plant. So this is a succulent type plant, and the leaves are so bulbous. Like, do you see how bulbous and fat and round these are? Like, they just make me so happy. Ah, like, look at these leaves. They're so succulent and they're so hard. I like them when they're hard. Anyway, it's just like, look at the bottom. These big fat little puffs of circle. They look like stones almost. I just think it's so cool. I love him. He lives right here now. That's where you live now, you beautiful creature, you. All right, now, let's just get the elephant out of the room. My elephant right here. This is my giant bird paradise. I've had this for about 2 years, and you're probably like, man, this thing looks like shit. Yeah, he likes it outside better. In Philly, we get it all. We get 105 degree days, we get 2 degree days, we get -8 degree days. So he loves it outside in the summer, and then he hates coming in here. But you can also tell when I took him out in the summer, last year he got a little bit of sunburn. So I'm trying to really find a happy medium with him. He's happy, he's fine, I know he's fine, he's just, he gets a little crispy. But we're friends, we're good friends. Up here, this is German wax ivy. It's the coolest thing. Oops. It's actually not ivy at all. It's a type of succulent. Or it's succulent-esque. It's not a type of succulent, but it's succulent-esque. And they look like ivy and they feel like ivy, but they're actually these little glossy, waxy leaves. And you want to know the best part about that? No freaking spider mites. So I can have the look of a pretty ivy and it's hardier, and I'm not gonna have to deal with spider mites. I had an ivy and it got long and beautiful, but I threw it over my deck because I got so freaking sick of dealing with the spider mites for the 15th time that I just let him take a tumble over the side of the deck one day. R.I.P. dude, R.I.P. Don't let me knock over this TV. Now back there is another Monstera. I cut him off of the mommy Monstera. And then this is actually a angel wing begonia that's in rehab. So it's a little bit of a rehab center behind the TV. You gotta get creative with the plants that you're not really trying to show the public. Because when you're decorating with them, you don't really want dead plants all over your house, but you also don't want to stare at them all day in bed, so they're behind the TV. But what a great rehab to have. Look at this big window. They'll live, they're fine. Ah, this bright, beautiful, this is a south-facing window, I'm pretty sure. So this window, this guy gets some good light. Let's see what we got. So this is just your regular, don't mind, I just bought this one and it has all the water stains on it. This is a regular Hoya. I realized I had a couple Hoyas, but I didn't have just your regular green Hoya. So obviously to be a collector, you need everyone. This is an Easter cactus. He's covered in dog hair because, well, how do we, what? So my boyfriend actually picked this out. We were at Terrain and I said, you pick a plant, and he picked this one because it was in full bloom at the time. So hopefully it'll bloom for him come Easter this year. So this cool guy is a watermelon dischidia. Yes, dischidia. I thought it was dischidia. I want to say dischidia, but everybody on YouTube says dischidia. It's really kind of awkward. But I think he's cool. He also has kind of Hoya-esque succulent leaves, and he also grows into a vine. So I'm really big fans, like look at this guy. Look at this watermelon leaf right here. He's a fat, hefty little sucky leaf right there. Yeah. This is a teeny tiny little string of spades that I just got. It's just like the string of hearts, but it's not heart-shaped, it's spade-shaped. I like keeping these in the nursery pots for a while because I found out that repotting, they struggle a little bit on the repot, so I let them fill out these tiny nursery pots and just keep on top of them, and then I replant them. I honestly have no freaking clue what this is, and it's coming back because someone ate it. Someone ate half of it, and it's coming back slowly but surely. I've seen it around, but I've seen it like in terrariums, but I think what's really cool is when you look at the leaves, it almost looks like it has this like leopard or camo print. I think that's the coolest thing ever. Yeah. This is a Hoya R something. I can't remember. I'm honestly freaking blanking out right now. I keep wanting to say Raffiadora, but it's nowhere near that. It's a splash. It's a Hoya splash. Why can I not think of it? It's really bothering me. It's really bothering me. But he's pretty healthy. He's got all these big little growths off of him. And I think he's pretty cool. I like Hoyas. Lemon lime pothos. Not pothos. Philodendron. Heartleaf philodendron. He's got, oh, look at that little variegation on that leaf. I'm just seeing that for the first time. Oh, teeny tiny little corner. Stuff like that makes me happy. See, it's not hard. It's just not hard. He's got some new growth coming in. He's just a healthy looking guy, you know? All right, guys, this is where the magic really happens. Let's do it. It's the bathroom. Welcome, welcome, and bienvenue, welcome to the pooper. So this guy recently took a tumble. He fell, and it damaged him a little bit, but this is a sedum. He's pretty cool. I like the way the tops of him look like little roses or flowers. He lives in the bathroom, right up there, nice and simple. This is a Dieffenbachia reflector. I love the way the leaves look. They almost are a little bit camo-esque. They're not like that one that's like really camo-esque, but the Dieffenbachia reflector is super cool. All right, over here, I won't take everything down, but I have my dog eating my trash.
Harvey, come on, dude. Get out of here, bro.
So this is a Philodendron micans. It is the philodendron that's a little more furry and velvety. Very cute, very pretty. I love those. Two giant marble queen pothos because, again, give me a pumpkin spice. Call me a basic bitch, but they're just so easy. You can put them anywhere and they're going to grow for you. Like, literally put them in a dark room. No, I'm kidding. They like light, but they're so easy. And then this is an Alocasia poly. This thing hates me. You can see that he's yellowing this leaf, so that's about to go. So he'll be a 2-leaf guy for a little while, but he's big and he's healthy, but he hates me. All right, where next?
All right, we're ready.
Another pothos. This is my Sansevieria, screaming, screw you. The window's there. I am here. I shall lean that way towards the window and look ugly. But you know what? Your protest, I'm not gonna move you. Pothos. This is. Still, no. Pearls and Jade Pothos, to be exact. Pearls and Jade.
Yeah.
Dracana. Dracena. Whatever you want to call it. Draco Malfoy. I don't care. I bought it from a tiny plant at Produce Junction. Look at her now, baby. This is where the sad music comes in. Oh my god! I've never felt a heavier pot in my entire life. Okay, forget that. This is a Calathea zebrina that I have let down horribly. Dick Pelegi, when I was at Philly Foliage, he said, if you don't water this with distilled water, it's gonna get crispy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. In all honesty though, there was one day where I know they like humidity and it was 103 degrees outside. So I decided to, at night, put it outside so it could suck in all that good, delicious humidity. And then I forgot about it and I went to work that day. And when I came back, he was crisp to the core. So screw me, right? Welcome to the jungle! We've got fun and games! No, in all seriousness, this is actually toned down a lot from what it used to be. That plant shelf helped a lot. I used to have a million plants. Yes, part of me wants to take this sill and just cover it with every plant imaginable. Right, Harv? Right? And you'll chew everyone. But, again, that thing about common courtesy for the people you live with. We got a pothos. This is a Marble Queen pothos. She's actually beautiful. She's grown so lush for me. Look, I've even pinned a couple of these pieces back up into it to help it root. That was a little advice from Plant Arena. So this is doing super well. Top 5 is my string of pearls. I am obsessed. Yes, it's still in its nursery pot. Please don't judge me. However, this thing has grown so amazingly for me in this window. It loves it, and so I'm dreading moving in 4 months because I know it's gonna get mad at me and not like where I put it. However, I believe this is an east-facing window. Sunrise is right there, so yeah, that makes sense. Pothos, again. Neon pothos, again, easy, brainless, easy breezy, beautiful. Go girl. Then I have my string of bananas, which I have been dealing with thrips. I actually had a string of pearls outside. My dummy self brought it in and put it right here. And of course it had diseases all over it and it got all over the bottom of my string of bananas. And I don't want to cut it because I'm psycho and I like long stringy bananas. And now it's fine. A little neem oil, a little bit of dish, soaked it in the sink twice. I think he's doing okay now. And a Marble Queen pothos. We got pothos for you and pothos for me. We got pothos for Harvey too. Anyway, over here we have a, say it with me ladies and gentlemen, pothos! We just have our regular jade pothos over here in our quote unquote bar cart. I used to work next to a liquor store. When they get fancy wines in, it would be in these containers and I would steal them. Then down here we have a, where's my gallery? Pothos! This is a pearls and jade pothos. However, I thought it was pretty cool because 'tis only jade. I see no pearl. I thought that was pretty fascinating, so that's why I have him. Moving on up to the kitchen window. Welcome. This is a Ficus elastica variegata, aka a variegated rubber tree. He's pretty cool. I actually just got him from Russell's. Then, continuing on, we have our, this type of donkey's tail sedum. I can't remember, but he's grown really well for me. I got him at Vault and Vine. And then up here is my little string of turtles, which you guys know is called a string of turtles because it looks like a little back of a turtle shell, which I think is so cute. Again, I'm so afraid to repot him. I had a string of turtles and last time I repotted it, it died. So Actually, it didn't fully die. There was a little piece of it and I threw it in the top of this one when I bought it. So it's down in that somewhere. Last but not least, this is my crown of thorns. Nothing really special to write home about. It struggled a little bit because it was actually my mom's. She had it as a cutting from her big crown of thorns because it used to be in my bedroom growing up, and that's why that crown of thorns is so special. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my houseplant slash kind of apartment tour because you kind of saw my whole apartment. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to make a lot more plant and lifestyle-y videos with you guys in this next coming year. So thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day and happy planting. Bye.